What's a basic skill that everyone should have? Swimming, or at least treading water. I agree with the treading water part. I can swim really well because for me it's intuitive. But for the life of me I can't tread water. Spatial awareness. Don't stand in the middle of a sidewalk, right in front of a doorway, or leave your shopping cart blocking an entire aisle. Care to give a YouTube tutorial for my wife? And 95% of the human population? And if you do, it needs to be on blast on every TV and retail stores that have them. The shopping cart thing has nothing to do with spatial awareness. The people doing that are just self-centered and simply don't feel like giving a frick. They know they're in the way. I like to knock their cart aside with mine and say, "Oh, that's yours? You look too smart to do something that's stupid." Patience. I'm amazed at the amount of grown adults who throw hissy fits when they don't get something right away. And the closely related, ability to accept no without throwing an adult hissy fit when someone won't do what you want. When my ex got her new phone, she was told that it would take approximately 3 hours for her new SIM card to activate, during which time her phone would not be accessible. She borrowed mine for 3 hours to wait out the time, because she didn't have the patience to wait for 3 hours without a phone to occupy her. Pretty terrifying addiction, on top of not being able to wait for something for 3 hours. Communication, helpful for many things, relationships included. True, says introvert. Most of the posts on r/relationships could be resolved if the person would communicate with their partner. It is indeed a skill. I recommend Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus by John Gray for an understanding of the opposite gender, and AMP, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie for more or less all communication skills. Good reading. Knowing when to shut up. Haha, I know this woman, let's call her Rachel. Rachel loves to talk about every little minor, insignificant thing in her life. She's also super rude to everyone. Literally nobody likes her at all. She doesn't care at all. I'd pay a couple $100 just to get her to shut up. I know it isn't good to care about what people think of you, but in this situation, you probably get where I'm coming from. Anyways, I definitely agree with this one. Thanks for reading. Haha. Cooking. I don't understand how people that can't cook and live alone survive. Very expensively, eating out isn't cheap. No savings. Every dime goes to extra service and delivery charges. It pisses me off when people say they can't cook. Really? Have you even tried? You couldn't tie your shoes laces at first and probably failed miserably, but you didn't give up. Such a useful skill. As someone who was a picky eater, it became a necessity to learn how to cook, then it became fun. And most people think I'm a good cook. Win-win. Basic first aid knowledge. I'm currently studying it. If I'll finish the course with a passing grade, 80%. I will be able to say, I know what I'm doing. I did a course if I'll ever need it. I have posted this before, but I think it's good to know. Basic health and safety skills. Like CPR, which fire extinguisher to use, etc. But a simple one to learn is how to spot the signs of a stroke. It's vital to know how to spot the signs of a stroke in yourself or someone else. You need to think and act fast. Face, can the person smile? Has their mouth or eye drooped? Arms, can the person raise both arms? Speech, can the person speak clearly and understand what you say? Time to call the emergency services to get the person the medical attention they need. The NHS ran some really effective, and pretty graphic, TV ads in the mid-2000s about stroke awareness. This has been etched into me since then. Do not forget the CAB, compression, airway, breathing. Reading. With ADHD it's hard. How to change a tire if you drive. This needs upvotes to the top. I know dudes who legit have never been taught and they just call a tow to get it to a shop. Sad times. I'm 21, BTW. Not even old, just shocked at my gen. I respectfully disagree. I can hire someone to do it. To me it falls under the same category as plumbers, electricians and other handy jobs. I'm sure there's also some tasks for which you would get the help from a professional. What makes changing tires any different? And I also support local businesses by doing it. Changing tires is way easier and faster than any of the other things you mentioned. Easy one. Learn to stay calm while defending yourself. One of the biggest parts of defending yourself is staying calm, not letting aggression take form in your words. Aggression, in any form, can be used by another party to make you look fraudulent, guilty, and/or idiotic. To practice this, I would recommend finding a review in a piece of media that you have consumed that shares opposite your views on it. By experiencing displeasuring things, we are able to understand that even unpleasant emotions have their place in the calm of the storm. How to do basic handiwork like changing a shower head, unclogging a drain, installing a shelf and the like. Replacing the flapper on the toilet. Did that last week? Budgeting. I got my 16 years old at checking ACCT for this very reason, to watch her spending habits. Advise her on decisions. She didn't listen at first, but she did when I saw that overdraft coming. I didn't warn her. I let it happen too because I knew the bank would waive it as a one-time courtesy, and I wanted her, if even for a brief moment, feel and experience what broke is like and to do every possible to avoid it. Basic home repairs and vehicle maintenance. There's a place on my way to work that advertises oil change while you wait in the car. Base oil change with 5QT was $89. I've changed my own oil and brakes for 20 years. I can't imagine the money I've saved.